So hello and welcome one and all from what I can only describe as footballing utopia. The weather is perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
There's the whistle, and here we go. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, this fella, Upamecano, is remarkably forward-thinking for a centre-back. I really like the way he's proactive in everything he does, often stepping out of that defensive line and pressing people much further up the pitch. It's risky business, but he can handle it.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Matheus Cunha. Rafinha. Referee's given a throw. Saliba, Doué, Rabiot.
France, well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Mbappe, that's a foul, it could be a penalty. Brazil really could have done without this. A lot of furious gesticulation, but it is never going to make the referee overturn a decision.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
So, a breakthrough already. Rafinha. João Pedro. Alexandro. And they've got rid. Fabinho have it back. and can go again. Brazil are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Matheus Cunha. Oh, sweet feet. Casemiro. Played out to the right. What about this cross? He can get that clear. And he's found a way past. Mbappe played through into space. No foul, says the referee. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Camavinga. Saliba. And he goes cross-field. Doué. That's really well manoeuvred. And the shot! That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Dembele does really well to win the ball there. Upamecano, aim forwards. Out to the right. Fabinho. Oh, good spread. Can he latch on to this? Hernandez getting this one clear. Mignon sends that a long way. He's in plenty of space here. Dembele. Played out to the right. Now, what about a counter-attack? Rafinha. Upamecano cuts out the pass. Oh, it's Dembele. Mbappe! Mbappe! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner and he picked them off instead.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Saliba. And it's half-time here. That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Now who's going to be first to this? Defending was strong and firm. Mbappe. He's away. Doué! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. It's going to be a double change then. 3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Alexandro. Fabinho. Danilo. Matheus Cunha. Camavinga has been caught there, it's a foul. Rafinha. Hernandez. And it's Doué. And here's Olise. Doué. Doué! Oh, extraordinary.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
A couple of changes then in quick succession. Alexandro.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Picks it up out wide. Matheus Cunha. It's run loose here. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And here's Dembele. And the finish! Sticks it away! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Doué really showed his coolness, Peter, by not getting flustered on such a tough skill. And for me, it was controlled perfection.
It's become a case of men against boys. Alexandro. And it's Danilo. Matheus Cunha. Alexandro. That's good play. Crosses it in. It's coming! And it is an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Brazil making another change here. Fortuitous as it may have been, they all count one. Koundé. And they can counter here. Upamecano. Koundé. Nicely intercepted. Doué is fouled. Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
Rema. That's Enrique. Looks across and plays it in.
I think those reactions say it all. He didn't wait for the support and the chances gone a begging.
Nkunku. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Rema. Danilo. And he has been fouled there. Fabinho. Can he get onto this? Upamecano. Fabinho. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. There's obvious upset over that challenge. You can see the players face to face. Let's hope this doesn't escalate.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Brazil, so the perfect chance to get one back. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Vinicius Junior! And that is a routine catch. And here's Barcola. Camavinga. And reclaimed it in a trice. Doué. That is lovely. Casemiro defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Ball's played through, played back in. Pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
Barcola, gently done. Alexandro. Camavinga. Mbappe. And here's Doué. Plays it through. Oh, a delicate chip through. Not the most accurate pass. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Doué. Barcola. Koundé. Alex. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Rema. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Brazil have very little in the way of excuses here. simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one.